It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Arizona.
Darnold to throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 32-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hart on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Darnold. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, it's Gibson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still working for the coordinator.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Darnold from the gun, throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Darnold completes it. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down now, Mixon, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd and 1.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Good. For him to get a couple yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mixon with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. James has it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. The quick slant caught. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half, and the Rams have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Mixon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And here's a throw taken in by Bull. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Darnold on 1st down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'll give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cardinals 14.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth, they just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing again is Darnold. It's around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Antonio Gibson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. A huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll find the roll here. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end lift that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Gibson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. With 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by a field goal, and time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
3-yard pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Now 3rd.
Back to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon.
The pass.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Now back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco.